Hey everyone, it's Jake from Westcott, and today we're going to be going over the FJ80 version 2. Let's talk about our two different models. The M model works on most camera brands. It's the universal mount. It'll work with Sony with an adapter. Let's talk about the S model. The S model is a Sony specific flash unit. It does not require a Sony adapter. The great thing about both of these flash units is that they will still work with the FJ wireless flash system. So let's get our FJ80 version 2 up and running. So we're going to take our FJ80 version 2 battery here, and we're going to push in on both the side tabs to click it in right here onto the FJ80. From there, you simply turn on the FJ80 by holding down the power button and tapping the power button on the screen. To simply power off the FJ80 version 2, simply hold down the power button. Let's talk about attaching your FJ80 version 2 to a cold shoe or a camera. First, we're going to check our locking nut. We're going to make sure it's loosened all the way to the right, so let's go ahead and loosen that up. From there, we're simply going to attach it to our camera by just sliding it on and rotate the locking dial to the left. To detach the FJ80 version 2 from your camera, simply hold on securely to your FJ80, rotate the dial to the right. Once all the way loosened, pull backwards to release. To attach your FJ80 version 2 to a cold shoe mount or a butterfly mount like the one included in your kit, simply follow the same instructions. Let's start off with Sony. For Sony settings, there are a few settings you want to change to get the best compatibility with our triggers. First, we'll turn off red eye reduction. We will turn off E front curtain shutter, turn off silent shooting. You would want to set your flash mode to fill in, make sure wireless is off. Next up, we're going to talk about Fuji and the best settings to set for best compatibility with the FJ-X3 and the FJ80 version 2 transceiver. For Fuji settings, the two settings that you want to change are shutter type. You need to set that to mechanical, and set red eye removal to off. Let's go over the best settings for Nikon cameras for best compatibility with the FJ-X3 and the FJ80 version 2 transceiver. For Nikon DSLRs, ensure that the shutter is set to mechanical if it does have a electronic shutter in it. Make sure again it's set to mechanical. Also, you want to make sure in your E1 flash sync menu that is set to auto FP 1/250th if possible. For your mirrorless cameras, there are a few different settings we need to check. Again, we want to make sure that the shutter is set to mechanical. Ensure silent photography is turned off. Make sure your flash mode is set to fill in. And again, make sure your E1 flash sync menu should be set to auto FP 1/200th or 1/250th. Let's go over the different settings for Canon cameras to ensure best compatibility with the FJ-X3 and the FJ80 version 2 transceiver. Alright, for Canon, there's a few settings that we're going to change. Let's start off with DSLRs. For DSLRs, ensure that silent live view is disabled. Make sure that you have flash enabled. Red eye reduction, make sure you set it to disable. For mirrorless, there are a few things that we want to set as well. We want to make sure silent shutter is off, the silent live view is disabled, and make sure if you're able to set your shutter to mechanical, set it to mechanical and not electronic front curtain. Let's go over the best settings for Panasonic to ensure best compatibility with the FJ-X3 and the FJ80 version 2 transceiver. For Panasonic, there are a few settings we need to change. Make sure red eye removal is off, make sure wireless is off, silent mode should be turned to off, and shutter type should be set to mechanical. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you should have any other questions on camera compatibility or settings, feel free to look at our website on our compatibility chart or reach out to us at support@fjwestcott.com. Thanks for watching.